Hello, greetings international community. This is a video coming to you direct from me via this small black box in front of me, and probably the internet as well. I made a visit last week to Dokdo Island, which is a territory disputed between Japan and Korea. My Office of Education sent 50 native speakers there to experience the Korean perspective on Dokdo. They feel that the Japanese have done a much better public relations job than the Koreans have, and they'd quite like to get their points across. So we were sent there to experience the Korean perspective, as it were. And yes, this is my video, so enjoy. The rest of my working week consists of a field trip to Dokdo Island.
It originally belonged to Korea.
In the Sea of Japan.
And then,
or the East Sea if you're Korean.
When Japan infiltrated.
Which is,
they sort of...
50 of us from my province have been selected.
That was the one part they didn't give back.
To go and visit Dokdo Island.
Japan has done a much better PR job.
There's no chance of an impartial view of the subject.
The truth will be whatever becomes the truth.
Yesterday we came here to this schedule.
We're right in Ulleung now. Dokdo is Korean territory.
Yeah.
And we're just about to embark on a trip to the Dokdo Museum. And they're going to teach us about Dokdo Island.
Yeah.
Political and pro-Korean. There they will explain to us that Dokdo is Korean territory.
Yeah.
Dokdo is always our land.
It's kind of the midway point between the mainland and Dokdo Island.
We're at the Rec Museum.
Ah, okay, excellent. We're at the Rec Centre. Why are we here?
We're going to listen to very long lecture.
What's the lecture about?
서쪽에 있는
This is day 3 today. I'm at a place called Turtle Rock on Ulleung. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning and we're just on our way to Dokdo. We've stopped for a very brief guided tour. This is our last stop before Dokdo Island. This is the centre of Ulleung.
This place is Nari Town.
Nari Town, which is the centre of an extinct volcano.
Yes.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We're going to the port right away. Then we're gonna be on we are gonna abort to Dokdo.
Dokdo's next. This is the destination. This is what it's all been about. I promised to get my co-teacher, who helped me to get the position, a rock from Dokdo Island, so I'm going to do that now. This is for you, Gian. Thank you very much. Thank you. My gift to you. To whom does Dokdo Island belong? It's a small rock, uninhabited largely, except for 2 people.
Korea.
Well done, well done. You've passed with flying colours, sir.
Right.
And thus concludes my short film on Dokdo Island. You may have noticed a tiny bit of cynicism attached to some of those video entries, but bear in mind we were being beaten around the head quite bluntly with Korean rhetoric, some of which was borderline racist. I know on the boat on the way over we were given these comic strips to read which depicted the Japanese as being these kind of squinty-eyed caricatures with pince-nez glasses and huge buck teeth. So yeah, it was by no means an entirely impartial viewpoint that we received, but we were warned beforehand that that would be the case. There was one interesting lecture which it was the most impartial aspect of the entire trip, and it was the aspect which actually endeared me most to the Korean cause as well. I'd still like to say that on and large I am neutral, but inevitably I do have sympathies with the Korean perspective on the issue, which was explained best by an international law specialist who broke it down in such a way that it was quite easy to palate. He basically said that under international law, which is a very grey area in its own right, Japan's claim to Dokdo is the stronger one, but he said historically it has always been Korean, and I would certainly subscribe to the latter view in no small way, given my current physical situation. So yeah, it was an enlightening trip, it was interesting, and I am quite empathetic with the, I don't know if I might have just invented a word, with the Korean perspective on Dokdo Island. But just as a footnote to that, as we were coming back, the television was full of news of this torpedo, North Korean torpedo, which had been found close to where the Cheonan was sank last month or the month before. So it just puts it into perspective a little bit, and makes you realise that perhaps Dokdo Island is not the most pressing territorial dispute that the South Koreans are engaged in at the moment. And of course, the fact was brought up that resources also are playing a huge part. There are apparently, or possibly, quite large stores of natural gas and oil underneath the island. So there are so many different things at play: national pride, resources, you name it. So it's a little bit difficult to read between the lines on the issue. I'm going to go now, but it was lovely seeing you, or for you to see me, was it? I don't know. Either way, I'll probably see you within the next few months, 3. I should be back mid to late August, so I hope to see those of you that don't live in the less prominent quarters of the United Kingdom then, basically. Bye bye for now, people. Cut. That's a wrap.